Dokie, welcome back to Duty's Daggers. We're doing a cut test with the Demko AD20 Slim in M4 blade steel. This is the thin blade stock version of the AD20, not the full thickness one, so I'm really excited to see how much better this slices than my big thick one. Now, I will say, unfortunately, I am not super happy with the edge that's on this knife. It's fine. It's pretty sharp, but it's not as sharp as I would have liked. So keep that in mind throughout this video. I think it would have performed a little better if it was nice and really sharp, but I'll sharpen it, you know. And as you can see, we're cutting through this double thickness cardboard with ease, like super easily. Amazing. I freaking love how slicey this is, man. And you know, the full size AD20 was, I mean, despite its thick blade stock, it actually sliced pretty good too. But this is noticeably better. And another benefit of having this, I always forget if they call it a slicer or what they call this grind. I think they call it a shark slicer or something like that. But it has a low tip. It's kind of more of a spear point blade shape rather than sort of the clip point that was on my last one. So look at these utility cuts, man. Through the double thickness cardboard too. It's breezing through it with no problems. So cool, man. It's sort of rare that you have a full-size, big, heavy-duty work knife with thin blade stock. Usually they're real thick. I can think of, well, the Drift Large is one. You know, a pretty big knife, but with thin blade stock. But it's not as beefy and heavy-duty as the AD20. Not even close. So we're cutting on some Cecil rope here. Not a problem. Rocking back on that little bit of belly, pinching that material between the sharp edge and the wood, causing it to separate. Lovely. Let's roll up this leather glove. Now, this is my first time owning the M4. It's a pretty well-balanced steel from what I can tell looking at the Knife Steel Nerds charts. It's a 6.5 for edge retention, which is pretty good. Definitely better than the 3V that my previous AD20 was in. It's got okay stainlessness and okay toughness. Like, not, I won't say okay, I'll say pretty good on those two. So not super high edge retention, but pretty high, you know. Compared to like Maximate, I think is a 12. So about half of that. Let's cut up this old rubber hose. Oh yeah, the leather glove. It didn't breeze through that leather glove like I was hoping, and if it had a really sharp edge to begin with, it would have. I know that for sure. I'm going to sharpen this knife, and I can't wait to see how well it cuts then. Trying this tough, hard plastic sort of tubing here. The ergonomics are great on this knife. In a pinch grip, they're okay, but it's best in, you know, like gripping it like a hammer, you know. Either choked up or choked back. Excellent. Let's chop into this wood here a little bit. As I smack the bed of my truck on that last one. Yeah, choked up, the ergonomics really are very nice. The corners of these G10 scales are really rounded. I don't feel any sharp edges, you know. Yeah, it's great. Just picking up all these little pieces of wood here. So that's, I think, about it. Let's see if we are still cutting paper now. Okay, yeah. A little snag there. if you go fast, you're absolutely still cutting paper. But like I said, if we had a nice, really sharp edge to begin with, I feel that at this point we would be really cruising through that paper easily. I forgot I had this rope. Let's just cut this a few times. Then we'll give it a little strop and see how that, see how quickly we can get our edge back on the strop. Speaking of strops, I'm going to have a strop drop on traditionalpocketknives.com here pretty soon in the next couple weeks. I'm almost finished with them. The wood part is done and stained and flamed, and I just have to put the leather down and then tie the lanyards on, and I'll send them off to Austin, and he will put them on the website. Can't wait. I think they'll sell out pretty quickly. So stay tuned for that. I will give you guys the actual date and time when I know it. Alrighty, where are we at? Yeah, significantly better. I feel like we are at where we were before we started. That's nice. Very nice. There you go, folks. The AD20 Slim, AD20S in the slicer grind, or whatever it's called. I need to look that up so I get it right. Thanks for watching. I love this knife. It's in my pocket right now, actually, as I'm recording this. And I think it will be for the foreseeable future. Please like the video before you leave. I love you. See you soon.